All right, everyone, this is Mr. Wire. Going to go through this 211 through 215 review just real quick. I think I said 214 on the digital assignment, but it's the same thing. Another name for angle 1. Since it shares a vertex with a couple other angles, we could call this one angle FVG, or you could say angle GVF. That'd be fine as long as you remember that V is the vertex. What is the vertex of angle 3? It's the same one. It should be point V. Can you give a name for the combination of angles 2 and 3? So angle 2 and 3 would be right here and here. So it would be either angle GVI or angle IVG. The order of it doesn't really matter as far as going left or right. It's just you need that vertex in the middle. Another name for plane M. This is a lowercase cursive or italicized M. That's how we name a plane. The other way to name a plane is any 3 points that are on it, as long as they're not all on the same line. So I can't use SPT because those would all be on the same line. But other than that, SVP would work, PV, basically anything SP, V, T, R, any combination of those, as long as it's specifically not SP and T, because they are on the same line. Other than that, it's fine. What's another name for line N? Line N is this one that runs down here through. You can see it goes dashed there, so it's supposed to kind of be impacting that plane. So that would be either PQ or QP, since those are the points that are on it. And I would put the line symbol above it, indicating that this is a line, the arrows going in both directions, all that kind of stuff. And where does line N intersect with plane M? That would be right there at point P. Okay? On the next page, name the vertical angle pairs for the picture. Angle A matches up with angle B, and then angle C, why did I put a G? Angle C matches up with angle D, okay? The vertical angles, remember, are the non-adjacent ones. So they're across from one another. So A is across from B, that's vertical angles. D is across from C, that's vertical angles. Name a set of adjacent angles. Angle A is adjacent with angle D. Angle A is also adjacent with angle C. Angle B is adjacent with angle D, and angle B is adjacent with angle C. Any of those pairs are going to work. Adjacent angles means they're next to each other, they share a ray. All right? Name a linear pair for angle A. What is the other name for the classification of a linear pair? This is actually the exact same thing as the one above it. And I'll say angle A and angle D. So angle D would form a linear pair with A. They are next to each other, they are on a straight line. Because they are next to each other, they are on a straight line, they're going to add up to 180, which makes them supplementary angles. Okay? Then it's talking about completely different angles. We don't have an image for this one. Angle G and angle H are complementary angles. Complementary angles means they add up to 90 degrees. Angle G is 3x plus 12. Angle H is 6x minus 9. Find the value of x, angle G, and angle H. Well, 3x plus 12 plus 6x minus 9 is equal to 90. So these are like terms. 12 minus 9 is going to be 3. 6 plus 3 is going to be 9. Boy, that's problematic. So we have 9x plus 3 is equal to 90. We subtract 3. subtract 3. That's going to be 9x is equal to 87. And that's probably just going to reduce. So x is going to be 87 over 9, which is, 87 divided by 3 is going to be 29. So this is 29 thirds. That's fun. So angle G, we have 3 times 29 thirds plus 12. 3 times 29 thirds is going to be 29, and 29 plus 12 is 41. And then I don't actually have to put the 29 thirds in for angle H because I know they add up to 90, so it has to be 49 for angle H. Okay. Angle R and angle S are vertical angles. That means they're equal. So 6x minus 12 is equal to 2x plus 20. I subtract 2x from both sides. I'm going to add 12 to both sides. That's going to be 4x is equal to 32. I divide by 4, and I get x is 8. If x is 8, 6 times 8 is 48, and 48 minus 12 is 36. So angle R is going to be 36, and I don't have to do the math on the other side. Angle S is a vertical angle. It has to be exactly the same. So angle S is also going to be 36. Write an if-then statement that is false, then provide a counter example. Let's see. If today is Tuesday, then it is raining. Today is Tuesday, but it's not currently raining. So that would be a false statement. And it doesn't always rain on Tuesdays. So then, yeah, that would be my counter example is it doesn't always rain on Tuesdays. You can come up with any sentence, any kind of counter example here that's going to be just fine. On the circle, draw and label a chord. A chord has endpoints on the circle, so this is a chord. A radius, remember the radius goes from the center somewhere, so this is a radius. A diameter is also going to go through that center, and it's going to go all the way across, so this is diameter. A secant is like the chord, it just keeps going through. And then a tangent is only going to touch in one spot, which is the point of tangency. Okay, my conditional statement, if it rains hard, then they cancel school. Right following the converse is where we move them. So if they cancel school, then it has rained hard. The inverse is we're going to put the word not into both of them. If it does not rain hard, then they do not cancel school. And then the contrapositive, you do both of those things. Okay. If they do not cancel school, then it did not rain hard. Okay. Solve the following equation. Use the two-column proof to check your answer. We have 6 times x minus 3 plus 8 is equal to 2x plus 14. Prove that x equals 6. So we have the 6 times x minus 3 plus 8 is equal to 2x plus 14. That's my given. For number 2, I'm going to apply the distributive property. So that's going to be 6x minus 18 plus 8 is equal to 2x plus 14. My next thing I'm going to do is just combine like terms. Okay, this and this are on the same side of the equal sign, the negative 18 and the plus 8. So I'm just doing math basically. So what I end up with is 6x minus 10 is equal to 2x plus 14. Okay, I'm going to subtract the 2x from each side. So that means I'm using the subtraction property. And when I do that, I end up with 4x minus 10 is equal to 14. I'm going to add the 10 to both sides. That's the addition property. So I have 4x is equal to 24. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 4, ending up with x is equal to 6. And because I got there by dividing, that's the division property. Okay. When you see this on the test, it's actually going to be, I think if I remember correctly, the equation is solved and you just have to say what step matches up, like how did they get there, just to kind of simplify the process there a little bit. And that's it. Make sure you ask any questions that you have before we take this test, and be sure to study.